Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, investors. Scott Carson here, and I'm excited for this episode. This episode is probably going to hit a little harder for some of you out there. And it's not meant to be in a derogatory fashion. It comes from a place of love. And I can't tell you, I can. There's nothing to stop me from telling you. Over the last month and a half, 2 months, 3 months, I've been bombarded with people that either want to get into real estate investing or note investing, which is one of my favorite things, obviously, but they have limited funds. And they may have $1,000. They may have $18,000. They may have $50,000. They may not have any. And they're like, oh, I really want to do this, but I don't have any money. Or I've got limited funds. Or, hey, do you have a note that I could fund with just the 18 grand I have? Or the $1,000. Do you have a partial that I could buy with my $1,000? Or, hey, I got a note I want to buy. Help me raise capital to fund it. And I love helping people. I love helping people raise stuff. But here's the thing. For those that have limited funds and are wanting to get into real estate, whether you're buying a rental or buying a note, whatever stuff like that, look, you're going to need to have some money. You probably need to have 25 to 50 grand just to start off. If you're going to go buy a piece of property, you need to have that money for the down payment and go from there. And most people, guess what? They don't have the private cap. They don't have the money. Or they want to try to squeeze a square peg in a round hole. Like we had a guy that says, "Hey, I got $1,000. You don't even partial." Like, man, $1,000 on a partial note is not worth your time. It's not really going to help you. And I said, for all the work you're going to do to try to find a crappy deal, a very crappy deal, small, the cost of servicing or the cost of workout stuff like that, it's going to eat up your profits. You're not going to make anything on stuff like that. It says, why don't you reach out and start targeting and raising private capital? Oh no, I can't do that. Well, I don't know where they're at. Look, they're out there. There's a ton of things out there. And I'm going to give you really my five-pronged approach to raising capital in 2020. So what is working and what do you have to do? Now, I wanted to flip it on the other side. I had another investor buddy of mine who's a realtor. He's also an apartment investor. He's raising capital to take down an apartment complex. He calls me like a week before Christmas, panicked because he had, a couple investors who had 600,000 that we're going to fund this big chunk. They're like, well, we're going to wait till next year, and he needs to close before the end of the year. Now, I reached out to a couple investors on his behalf because I know him, but I also know that he's raised over $1 million, $2 million, actually, he's probably closer to $10 million private capital from doing the things that I'm going to share with you out there. And there's another investor out there who wants to fund a deal. He's looking for funding and stuff, and he posts one thing, or he's posted 3 or 4 things in the last month alone. You can't just do one thing or do one basic thing every day or send one email out and stuff like that and hope people are doing. What it comes to raising capital more than anything else, and for most of you out there, that mind block, that 6 to 8 inches between your ears out there, some of you have bigger heads than I do, that's going to be the biggest hurdle out there that it keeps you from finding success in any type of real estate investing. In any type of real estate investing, you need to raise private capital. Subject to something, you're going to need money to pay off the rearages, any rehabs, fix, even wholesaling. You're going to need some money to put down for earnest money. Okay, and if you're just going to try to be wholesaling and wholesaling and wholesaling, that's all you're doing, guess what? That's the short end of the stick. If you really want to do anything and actually invest and own something and grow wealth, you got to raise private capital. Okay? You have to do things on a daily basis. You have to get in the understanding that it's rinse and repeat over and over and over and over again. Right? The great thing is once you develop the skills of raising private capital, guess what? It's going to serve you where at some point, all you've got to do is send an email out to your database, or you send a text message blast, or people are reaching out to you to fund your deals. Okay? Now, I've been a real estate investor. This marks my 25th year anniversary as a real estate investor. It's hard to believe that. Raised, tens of millions of dollars for stuff that we've done. We had great deals, awesome deals, some subpar deals, but mostly great deals out there. Okay? Made up for it for sure. But what I'm trying to get at is that you have to understand that raising capital, once you develop that skill, the networking and the tools to do that, guess what? It becomes easy to do when you have a good deal. Everybody worries about the deal, but they don't take the time to put the foundation in place, the skills, the systems in place, so that when you have a deal, you have people ready to rock and roll. Most people wait to the last minute. They don't believe in themselves. They don't market. They don't reach out to people. They don't network. And when they have an amazing deal they're all excited about, guess what? It doesn't get funded because they have not put the things in place. So I want to share these things that we can put, you guys can start doing right now, because January, February, March, April, all the best months of the year to raise private capital. Because guess what? People are looking to do new things in the new year. They're looking to start investing. They're looking to put their IRA to work. They're looking to diversify or roll over their 401k or their IRA into something else. They're looking for opportunities. And you have the answer. All right. He who has the gold makes the rules. And yes, if you don't understand real estate investing, the gold, and most people think, is the money. Well, guess what? It's not the money. He who has the deal is the actual gold these days. Because a lot of people, there's plenty of money out there, trillions and trillions of private money in the sidelines. They're looking to invest into something that's going to make sense this year in this chaotic world. And so the gold, GOLD, is not actually the money. It's actually the asset. But you've got to understand that before you can actually get the money to fund that asset, you've got to market and network and go from there. So here are the things that you have to do on a minimum basis, excuse me, in 2026 to raise private capitals, to start raising capital in 2026. First and foremost, you've got to leverage social media. I don't care if you hate Facebook. Yes, Facebook is a dumpster fire. I don't care if you hate social media. Pull your head out of your ass and start posting. You've got to start talking about deals you've done or deals you're evaluating on a daily basis. And a minimum, go get you a LinkedIn profile. Start connecting with people on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is so easy to connect with the right people, but Facebook has these groups. LinkedIn has these groups. You have to start talking about what types of deals you're doing and share with your network. Grow your network on a daily basis. Not once a week, I'm going to post some image of a house. That's great. That's not going to work. Posting daily about a house or a note or a property to work on is what you need to do. There's plenty of opportunities out there. How you go to auction websites to pull a picture of a property or a note and say, hey, here's a deal that I'm evaluating. Why is that so important to post across all your socials on a daily basis? Because it's the repetitiveness. Most people don't post shit. Okay. And people want to surround themselves with people who are posting on a regular basis that adds value. You got to stand out from the crowd. 99% of people ain't doing anything. If you're not posting on a regular basis, guess what? It's not going to be seen. Okay. You have to do this on a daily basis. Oh my God, Scott, I have a job that I hate, or I have a job that I work so long on that I come home and I'm exhausted. Guess what? Welcome to the real world, Powder Puff. Okay. There are things you can do. There are services like Hootsuite or Buffer.ai, where you can actually go in and schedule your post across your whole social. If you have two like LinkedIn and Facebook, guess what? It's free. Buffer is free for you to go and schedule a post a picture, and schedule it out. If you're too tired to do it on your own at night, then spend an hour on a Saturday or Sunday and post. Set up schedule, post pictures, post articles, post about past case studies. Okay, or deals you're doing. Drive by and take a picture of some distressed stuff. There's so much you can do, and if you're not doing any of that, you are just LAZY, lazy. Okay? All right? I'm sorry. If you want to make 2026 different than 2025, or you want to accomplish and make more money than you ever made before, you have to do different things. Coming home after work and sitting on the couch, bitching to your wife or your kids and watching TV is not going to solve it. You got to take that first step and stand out from the crowd. Okay. Two, if you have an email database, if you have an email list of people, I don't care if it's 50 people, 500, 5,000, guess what? You have to start emailing them on a regular basis. No, this does not mean send one email to them and don't send them anything else. Okay. There are ways for you to pull a list of IRA investors. You can go to Melissa data, exact data, buy a list. Guess what? You can also go and skip trace people and go find people on LinkedIn for stuff like that. And yes, you have to be careful about emailing out and spamming them, but sending out like 25 to 50 a day to a list is great. Just say, hey, I see you're local, or we're local here. Love to network, or looking to see if you're looking to put your IRA to work, stuff like that. Love to chat, talk to them. That's the first email. But guess what? 80% of sales are made after the fifth contact. What do you need to do after that? Guess what? Go find them on LinkedIn. Go find that person on Facebook. Or guess what? Send another email to them the next week about another deal you're working on, or another asset. Okay? Get in the habit. Your CRM, whether it's Keep or MailChimp or Constant Contact, okay, or high level, whatever it is, that's one of your most valuable tools, is to use that on a regular basis. That's going to be your biggest bang for the buck, the networking aspect of it. We send out emails probably 3 times, 4 times a week. We have podcast episodes. We have short videos that go out on a daily basis, 8 to 10 times a day. You don't have to compete with me. All right. No, you don't have to share videos 10 times a day. Okay. Across your plus. Posting one picture, one video once a day across your platforms. That's better than 90% of people. You are competing with those out there. Okay. Three, this is what I've talked about before, in-person networking. Okay. That means going to the local real estate investor association in your market. And yes, that means going there for 2 hours, one night a month. If you can't get off your ass to go do that, I can't help you. I mean, there's people I've been telling for months, hey, go to your local REIA club. You're going to network with 20 to 500 people in some cases. Go again and again. It's one night a month, or there's one night a week when you're in a big area, whether it's like Austin or Dallas or San Antonio or Houston or Florida or California. There are so many real estate investment clubs to go to. Go network or go to BNI groups, Business Networkers International. Those are in the mornings or in the afternoons for lunch. Go do it. You have to get out and start networking with people. All right. You cannot be a secret agent and hide behind things and not talk to people and ever expect to raise private capital. You have to stand out from the crowd. I'm sorry. In the age of where we're at these days, you have to get out and start networking. You have to email your contacts on a daily, regular basis. You have to talk about what you're doing. If you started a new pizza joint or a new restaurant, you would be sharing, hey, I have the best pizza around. You'd be doing flyers and radio spots and all that stuff. You'd be marketing your business, going out and putting out flyers to get people to come eat your pizza. You have to start expecting to do the same thing. If you want to raise capital for your business or your investments, get off your ass and go do that thing. Fourth, contacting self-directed IRA investors. I talked about that earlier. You can go to most county appraisal districts across the country, especially here in Texas, and pull up and search for people who have an equity trust account or have used equity trust IRA to buy a rental property, or they've lent money out of their self-directed IRA, going to the county recorders and searching for equity trust. All right. That's easy. And then what do? Guess what? You send them a postcard. You send them a letter. And guess what? You send it multiple times. Okay? Because that's what number 5 is all about. Rinse and repeat over and over and over and over again. The most successful real estate investors that raise the most amount of private capital, no matter what they're doing, is because they market their business again and again and again and again and again. Posting daily, videos, case studies, networking on a regular basis. If you want to get out of the rat race, you have to do things that most rats won't do. All right? And I love you out there. I don't care if you're brand new, you got $1,000 or you got $1 million. Guess what? If Warren Buffett and his company is marketing to raise capital, like they are, that's why they sell stock, is raise capital, you should do the damn same things as well. And guess what? Most of the stuff is not going to cost you besides sending a direct mail blast or buying a membership for $49 or $99 a month on your CRM as you grow your list. We spend close to $800 a month on our email campaign alone. All right. I'm using a tool called the Opus Clip to post 10 videos, 10 short videos across all my social media platforms. And guess what? That's $29 a month for me to have for 300 videos that I can upload. Guess what? You all can do the same thing too. But you have to start thinking differently. If you're working 40 hours a week and you hate your job, guess what? Take the time on a Saturday, Sunday, and realize you're going to make an investment in your new self. Like I said, if you want your results to be different in the new year than they were last year, you have to do different things. And honestly, you have to look back at yourself and have an honest, come to Jesus meeting with that guy or gal in the mirror. Look at what you've posted. Look, have you posted on a regular basis? Have you fallen down? Are you sending an email? Are you following up with an IRA list? Are you sending a second round of postcards? And the answer for 99% of you is you're not. That's why you're not in the 1%. That's not why you're raising capital. That's not why people are reaching out to you to fund your deal when you post a deal, because they've never seen you before. You've not successfully hit that 6th contact, because 80% of sales are made after the 5th contact. I should have a tattoo for that. That's based on pure facts from the American Marketing Association. If you're not following up and rinsing and repeating on a regular basis, they're not going to pay attention to you, and you have to do that. And guess what? That's the biggest mind block. Most people want to send one email, one post, and wait for people to show up. Oh, this doesn't work. That's your fault, not their fault. They don't know you from Adam. They don't see your stuff, because we all know social media and things. They're not sitting around waiting for you to send them an email. They don't know who you are. You've not built any rapport, any trust with them. So start doing these things. Go talk about what you're doing. Be about who you are. Share. Okay. Email your database. Okay. If you don't have a database, then go out and in-person networking. Okay. Go meet new people. Yes, you can connect with new people on Facebook or new people on LinkedIn. That's a great starting point. But you still need to go out and network. That's going to be the fastest way. If you don't have a networking event there locally, you're outside of town, or you work at nights, and guess what? Go contact self-directed IRA investors. Search for them online. Use ChatGPT to find them. Go to the county assessors' websites, the county clerk's websites, the county recorder websites, and look for Equity Trust. Look for any of the 50 plus different self-directed IRA companies out there. Pull down that list or look at the contacts of pulling list and send a letter, send a postcard, start the conversation, reach out and touch someone. Most real estate investors are pretty friendly people. Okay. But the thing is, you got to start this. And this is something you have to do on a day in, day out basis. You're not going to go get bank financing. You're not going to be able to get loans and stuff like that. Some of you maybe get lines of credit, but guess what? You're going to run out of that money. You got to understand going out networking, sharing with things. The most successful people that raise the most amount of capital, they're doing these things or some form of these things on a daily basis. You have to understand that real estate is all about marketing. Whether you're marketing for deals or marketing for money, those things you have to do on a daily basis. If you're doing it once a week or once every 2 weeks, you're going to fail flat in your face, and it's nobody's fault besides your own lazy ass. So get your lazy asses out of work. Up, spend 30 minutes a day, an hour a day. You and your family, your goals, your why gives you spending time on a daily basis to make your whole life different. So many opportunities, and real estate is what's made most of the wealthy wealthy. So take the advantage, go live it. If you hate your job, you owe it to yourself to spend an hour instead of bitching about your boss, bitching about the people you work with. Spend it working on potentially connecting with new people that have the same like mind and same goals. People that have money want to make a good return, not a great return. They'll make a, well, they like to make a great return, yeah. But if they make a good return, they'll be happy. If you can give them a good return and still make money, why not do it? So go out, take some action, everybody. Please start doing anything. So if you have any questions, you can always book a call with me at talkwithscottcarson.com. That's talkwithscottcarson.com. They'll take you directly to my calendar link. Book a phone call. Let's talk. Let's help you put some things in place. This is not difficult. It's not a huge investment. For most of you that have been sending out postcards and yellow letters and foreclosure things and stuff like that, that's more expensive than this is going to be. This is a much more valuable asset, and it's something that you can do and rinse and repeat. And guess what? Build you a river of